Airline Manager 4, achievements. So it's not really going to be tips about achievements. It's going to be a little bit more of an overview. For many achievements, such as creating a route, you merely need to create the route and do not have to fly on the route. So if it says that you have to go on the Bermuda Triangle, once you create the route, you get the achievement. You don't have to depart the plane. Some achievements are earned by playing the game, such as the total number of passengers you fly or the total amount of cargo you fly. So there will be various achievements where you have to fly a certain number of passengers, a certain number of first-class passengers, or you have to have a certain number of hubs. So you're going to eventually complete those achievements. Some achievements require you to buy a plane, many of which are not worth owning. So it's going to tell you to buy a DC-9 or something like that. And the planes are not that great. So, you're going to buy it and it's not going to be worth flying. Some achievements require you to click on a pixel on the map. There's a couple like this and it's going to be very difficult and you might spend a lot of time doing it. I haven't found them all. Achievements are based on history or historical flights, but that does not mean that the actual airport in history is the airport in the game that is used to complete the achievement. For example, Lindbergh flew from New York to Paris. However, the in-game airports that you have to create the route are not the same as which he really flew on, but they're nearby. You need to complete achievements in order to earn points to purchase new hubs. Well, there's other ways to earn points, so you don't really need to do this, but when you complete achievements, you do earn points, and you can use them. You can use the points to purchase new hubs. You can use the points for other things in the game also. Some achievements require you to start at a specific hub or airport. Send your plane there and ground the plane, because if you don't do that, you might accidentally depart the plane and then it's going to return to where it came from. And then you end up, sometimes I had planes going back and forth 3 or 4 times before I got it grounded and flew it where it was supposed to go. If you do a ferry flight, you don't have to worry about it. Some achievements must start at a specific hub and end at a specific hub and cannot be done in reverse. So, for example, the Charles Lindbergh flight must start in New York and end in Paris. You can't do Paris to New York. And then if it says like California coast, I don't know if you could do it either way. And same with the Bermuda Triangle. I think with the Bermuda Triangle, you can do it differently because people have reported different starting and ending hubs. Some achievements have specific solutions. You may find an alternative that does not work. So there was one that said fly over France from one capital to another. And I realized, I had Libya, like Tripoli or something, flying to London. It was from a capital to a capital, and I had like 1,000 flights go over France, and it did not work. And I had to find another set, I think it was Germany to Spain, that made it work. Check this forum or YouTube for info on how to solve specific achievements. So if you go to my achievements section, you can see that there's a lot of achievements here. It's not all of them. It takes a long time to enter them all, but it will show you how to solve them. For example, we'll do California tour. And in this case, I actually have a map that shows you California. And it says, for example, Los Angeles to San Francisco. You only have to do 2 cities in this one. So there's a lot of tips over here, and you can add your own or add any comments if you had a different solution or if you have any questions. Okay, so I have more information in my forum, because obviously it's an Airline Manager forum. I have personally written all the guides, except for like one. There's one that someone else wrote. and I think they're pretty good quality. I'll answer any questions that you have. And you can go to cheapbooks.cc and look for the Airline Manager 4 forum. And I am the owner of cheapbooks.com. You can go to cheapbooks.com and look for books and textbooks. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.